But here is another one.
Focus.
Yes, we must focus. So, as a matter of fact, this is an initial value problem. So solve y double prime plus 4y prime plus 4y equals 3 plus x times e to the negative 2x with initial conditions. Y 0 is 2, y prime 0 is 5. How about that? So characteristic equation, easy enough. M squared plus 4m plus 4, I hope this is routine by now, equal to 0, double root m equals negative 2. So, our complementary solution, c1 e to the negative 2x plus c2x e to the negative 2x. And that's the easy part.
Ooh, this is fun.
Yes, it is. So, now a good guess for a particular solution might be yp equals ax plus b times e to the negative 2x, based on looking at this. But that is doomed to fail. I don't know if you see why would that be doomed to fail? Well, because each term is a term in the homogeneous solution. See, there's a constant times e to the negative 2x, and here's a constant times x times e to the negative 2x, so, that won't work. So one possible solution would be to multiply by x. And that seems like it should work. So here we go. It's getting a little complicated, I admit. It is getting a little complicated.
Oh no!
Yeah, it is. Okay, but let's see. If we say our yp is this, then y prime, well, first d second plus second d first. So here's first, and the derivative of e to the negative 2x is negative 2 times e to the negative 2x. So there's first d second. Here's second d first. And simplifying that a little bit, by factoring out the e to the negative 2x, we get negative 2ax squared plus 2a minus 2b, that's from the negative 2b's from here, the 2a's from here, times x, plus b, the only place where there's a constant. And then y double prime, I just took the first derivative of our y prime, and I used the product rule, so this is first d second plus second d first. Hope that's okay, and it's driving me crazy, and that simplifies as this, and putting that mess back into this equation, into 4y, what happens? Well, you get, trust me on this, I put this back in for y double prime. I put this in, where is it? I put this in for y prime. There it is. And then I didn't have room to put the 4y, so here's the 4y. And all that mess, if you look carefully at it, simplifies all the way down to 2a times e to the negative 2x. So I mean, all this stuff, look, 4ax squared, here's minus 8ax squared, and here's plus another 4ax squared, so the ax squareds went out to 0. What about the x's? Well, we got negative 8 plus 4b. Here we have 8a minus 8b. And here we have positive 4b, so they went out to 0 also. Trust me, if you look at all this, it'll simplify down to 2a times e to the negative 2x squared. And I don't know if you see why that's a problem, because that means we'd have to solve this equation right here for a. And we can't, because there's no way we can make an x times e to the negative 2x for any choice of a. So what now? Well, if that happens to you, multiply by another x. So ax cubed plus bx squared times e to the negative 2x. And that has no duplicate terms from here, so that's good. I think that was the problem with our last attempt, because one of the terms was a duplicate. So y double prime, negative 2 times ax cubed. Well, you know how to take a derivative of this, so find y prime first d second plus second d first. And here that is simplified with the e to the 2x, negative 2x factored out. And then we want to take the derivative of this to find the second derivative. So this mess right here, first d second plus second d first, so first d second, there's the negative 2 times e to the negative 2x times all what was in this parentheses, plus second e to the negative 2x times the derivative of this, so negative 6ax squared, 6a plus 4b, or minus 4b x, and then plus 2b. And that is our second derivative, and this second derivative simplified, there it is, second derivative simplified, and now we got to put it back in the original equation. I can't get it on one line anymore, but I did. I put y double prime is here, plus 4 times y prime, plus 4 times our y, and that simplifies, trust me, down to, because, you know, you look at it, what happens for the x cubed terms, there's 4a minus 8a plus 4a, so the x cubed terms goes away. The x squared terms, we got negative 12a plus 4b, and here we have positive 12a minus 8b, and then here we have plus 4b. So yes, the x squared terms go away also, and we're left with just the x terms, and that's 6a minus 8b plus 2b, and then I guess that's just 6a, so 6ax e to the negative 2x, and then the constant term is only 1. Where is it? Here, 2b e to the negative 2x, so there's that part, and that is equal to 3 plus x. So 6a equals 1, 2b equals 3, a equals 1/6, b equals 3/2, and now we have ourselves a particular solution. And not only do we have a particular solution, we have the general solution to the equation.
I sincerely hope so.
And here it is, y equals the complementary solution plus the particular solution, which we struggled to find, but we found. So complementary solution plus 1/6 times x cubed plus 3/2 times x squared times e to the negative 2x.
I've had it up to here.
Me too, and this lesson is finished.